This episode of Speakers of Highland is made possible by our generous patrons. Special thanks to our Supreme and Master speakers, Major Cat Comet, Erisu Yamakawa, Alex Franco, Winebode, Brood, Aurora Templeton, Psyche, Azuda Starbreeze, Clear Zariel, Ninja Grimm's daughter, Lily Black, Bob Sheezy, Makito Rabtal, Anthilus Bootscar, Pamela Isley, Alan Maximus, Quoterith Novelus, Miri, Celeste Noratel, Lazy Boy, Luke Osborne, Pandaloo, Stor, Marrow, Tex, Kylan, Arthur Law, Buridan Gerard, Pup, Spencer Christmas, Saloon Daloon, Edwin, Wupsa Severa, Turkey Bear Kill, Kazran, Ventostia, Rirak, Forbear, Late into House, Tony, Arcadia Lunashine, Fanbros, Zikuro, Bergie, Fadouche, Zephyl Calf, Nat Clay, and Gregorium Cardis. Support the show on speakers, Patreon. Thank you.
Support the show and become a patron today at patreon.com/speakersxiv. Thank you. This is Speakers of Highland. Oh, good evening, Aorsians. Welcome to Speakers of Highland, episode 404. I'm Lakeel Bravestone, and I'm joined today.
I'm in the cave.
We're really embodying episode 404, don't we? All right.
I'm joined today by Georgie Whiston, Lakeel Bravestone, and Rollo Des.
It's weird.
Hi guys.
Hey guys.
How are you?
It's episode 404.
So
there you
today
go.
we're going to be talking about Dawntrail website.
Okay. Welcome to episode 404. It is June 1st, 2024. We are summer. It's summer now.
Yes.
So, well, some would say, no, it's not summer until when is it? Like the 12th? Like, it's like some sort of stupid, there's some stupid date. 20
Summer
something.
solstice, or I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Today we're going to talk
Pride
about the Dawntrail website that's launched. It's massive, full of stuff that is very interesting. So we'll look at that today. We also got the final benchmark update from Yoshi P himself, and of course we'll be reading your MogMail, speakersxiv.com/MogMail. Stay tuned for the post show. We'll be answering questions from the syndicate.
Oh.
Don't mind anything that's going on screen right now.
Oh my.
Yeah, we'll be reading
great
questions from the
game.
syndicate, and we will start the first chapter of Near Far Wherever You Are, the Titanic fanfic.
That's got to be worth sticking around for.
Yes. Also, you probably heard Rollo at the start of the show.
That was
That
you
was-
flubbing up the
that was-
intro.
How-
Why
yeah.
was it like that, man?
I know.
I loved it.
It is interesting. I mean, you'd think
It was
you'd
beautiful.
pick up at least the first names, after all these years.
The
But
first name,
Yeah, he got
you
them
know,
right.
but
got-
towards the end, you know.
it was, and you were like halfway when the song was coming to an end, and I was like, oh, this is not going well. You did good. It is stressful. It is stressful. That's why I don't do it live anymore.
That was
maybe-
crazy. You used to do it live. Insane.
Yeah, it was.
It was fun
too
because
much.
he used to be able to hear us giggling as
Yeah,
well.
I couldn't turn them all the
Yeah.
way down, so I could always hear them in my ears. Very annoying. So welcome to the show. Well, we did discuss this. I think Mela and Georgi are more I think they hear it.
Oh,
more.
how harsh to Rollo.
No, but
Don't
Rollo.
dare
Rollo
say
says
more
Colts fudge fadoosh.
Yeah, but that's funny.
Mela,
That's
you
mean.
you sometimes quote the Patreon read at random. Like you literally
Because it's
know
so
it by
memorable.
heart. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you even remember
But
you remember Patreon reads from 6 years ago. so
Yeah.
that wouldn't be the same.
No, it wouldn't. But
I
if you
just
made me or
filter it out.
Gyogi do it, I don't think we would try and do it perfect.
Oh, I would.
Well,
Oh.
that's the whole point is that you're supposed to.
I
do
would
it.
read it
That's
in
why
a-
Rollo was
I would
the
read it in a
best.
slow,
'cause
methodical
it was
newsreader.
Rollo was more genuine, I think.
Exactly, that's the thing. Rollo's was genuine.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember, Mailer will do it in that voice.
Yeah.
You said
Yes.
he's not allowed to do it.
Yeah, you can't do it with a voice. You still have to
The
read
Hagrid voice?
No, not that voice.
no fake Swedish voice,
Oh,
which
yeah,
he loves
my
to do
Congo
now.
voice.
That's his Congo voice now.
We should try and imitate Luke Keel doing it in the early days. His old
Oh,
accent.
This
yeah.
episode is
Well,
brought to
that's
you by yeah.
It'll be easier, Roller, because we'll only have to read one name, if that.
True. Okay. Anyways, welcome to the show. On Sunday, I'll just announce it here. We'll announce it at the end of the show as well. Sunday, we will start. It's time for the Stardew Valley playthrough for speakers.
Oh,
it is
yes.
happening.
Cucked.
Sunday.
yeah.
Sunday is the day. All right, that's it. Let's jump into Recent Events. Wait.
That's what it says.
All right. We'll start with an update on the Visa debit card debacle that we've been dealing with. Finally, there is a follow-up on this. This is the post from the Lodestone. Following our investigation into the inability to use Visa debit cards after the payment processor switch in April 2024, we are pleased to announce that we will be implementing adjustments which will once again enable Visa debit as payment option for customers in North America. The adjustments are currently targeted for release in July 2024, and we will provide a more specific date as we move closer to implementation. In the meantime, we would like to take this opportunity to remind customers that other payment options are available, such as Krista, which can be purchased via Amazon Pay or PayPal, Amazon Pay for online purchases, or game time codes available from various online retailers, including the Square Enix store. We sincerely apologize for the inconvenience this issue has caused and appreciate your patience as the team works to test and implement the required adjustments. So Visa fix after Dawntrail.
From various online retailers, including the Square Enix store, do they not have the same problem?
Well, that was what I was thinking. Can you also buy Krista with Visa and just not the subscription, or like?
I'm not sure. Honestly, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I have a Visa card, and it's gone through just fine.
Okay.
I was worried. I was like, oh god, am I gonna you get my sub canceled or something like that? But like, no.
Is it a Visa debit card? Because Visa credit cards apparently don't have.
Doing what?
Oh, it's a Visa debit. Okay,
Oh.
so if it's a Visa credit card, then
Yeah, credit cards are fine, apparently.
okay.
Very strange.
Yeah.
What's going on with Visa?
Oh, I don't know. It's weird.
Switch to American Express, so we can charge
Mastercard.
Square Enix a lot of money for just running a payment.
It's also only an issue in North America. It's not been an
Yeah.
issue for other regions, apparently.
Right.
Wasn't it the Southeast Asia having some issues? That was related to Visa, was it?
Was that?
That was two of the addresses.
They-
That was the address.
Yeah, I
thing.
would assume.
Yeah.
And I would also assume that a lot of Southeast Asians possibly chose North American accounts when they had to pick a
Yeah.
region.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So there you go. You have to
Wait until after Dawntrail's out to
wait
play
until
again.
after Dawntrail.
Mhm.
There's.
Buy some gift cards and pay with that.
Yeah. Use Amazon Pay.
I should also mention that Carte Bleu and CB Visa Mastercard as an option has been added for French. Will be added as an option for French customers for the EU
Carte Bleue.
people. Carte Bleu. The adjustments are currently targeted for release July as well. So there you go. That's the European update. Interestingly, I still can't buy Krista. Whenever I go to, because I was checking, because obviously, like everyone else, I was panicking because I also had a Visa debit card linked to my account. And I thought, okay, I'll try to buy Krista. Whenever I go to buy Krista, I get like an error. Like it can't even
Do you try PayPal?
I can't even get to the, I get to the buy
Oh.
amount of Krista, right? I click that. And then I click next, where it's, choose payment method.
Well, that's
Can't get
weird.
there. Yeah. Maybe that's just not available.
Maybe that's
for-
just too many people.
That's possible. Maybe it was, maybe because of the time that I was doing it. So I have never been able to buy Krista for 14. I did it all the time for 11.
Oh, yeah.
11. Okay.
Best name.
that is the update on Visa debit card. Moving on then to there's a benchmark update. There are a lot of visuals for this one, so maybe it is best if we switch to our screen capture for this one.
Our whiteboard.
Full display.
Yes.
Get the flip chart up.
Yeah.
Forget the projector. Next slide, please.
The
God.
overhead projector.
Oh
The best
my
kind.
God, the overhead.
With the acetate slides.
And then the
teacher can write on.
Right on it. Oh,
I was sat next to the vent of the overhead projector. It was so nice and warm
God,
winter.
they got
I
so
loved it.
hot. Yeah.
Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
we're old. All right.
Yeah.
Moving on here to the actual update. Hello, everyone. This is Naoki Yoshida, producer and director of Final Fantasy XIV. I would like to share the latest information about our update to the Dawntrail benchmark, including the release date and details of the fixes. Updated benchmark release date. During the recent... Okay, yeah, this is a big deal. The benchmark was pushed back a little. During the recent letter from the producer live, I estimated May 30th or 31st as our tentative release date. But I'm afraid this has been pushed back several days to Monday, the 3rd of June, 2024. We are already in the final debugging phase. Yeah. I mean, it's not that.
It's over. Less than 5 days?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
The
I was
reaction-
going to do it this weekend.
The reaction online made it sound like this was like the worst thing that could happen. Like, oh my God, it's delayed again. Literally just a few days, dude. Get over yourself. We are already in the final debugging phase. But on the first day of the final review, we discovered an issue which triggers instability within the software. We corrected the issue and are currently redoing the final review from scratch, which unfortunately put us behind schedule by a little over a day. Furthermore, our development offices are scheduled for full power outage during building
This is
inspections
the best part.
on Saturday the
that
1st
part.
of
What the
June
hell?
and Sunday the 2nd of June, which would prevent us from following up on any post-release issues that may arise. In order for us to provide our full support as soon as possible after release, I felt it was necessary to postpone the release until Monday, the 3rd of June.
Insane, isn't
That's
it?
fair.
Yeah,
To
happened?
provide
They
our
forget to
full
pay their
support.
bills?
for a
Our full
benchmark.
support as soon as possible for just the event. Like, they're going really hard on this because of what people said, which is fair.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it's better than them not being able to
Oh,
respond for
100%.
2 days, because imagine how people will freak out if it's still not perfect.
Yeah. All right. Review and reconfiguration of character creation's environmental parameters. Various environmental parameters, such as lighting, positioning of light sources, and weather for the environmental maps, have all been reconfigured to match the first round of graphical updates. These revisions have been applied to not only the benchmark, but the game itself from Dawntrail onwards as well. All environments featured in the character creation menu have received significant updates, and I encourage you to check the details in the revised benchmark software. That being said, some areas have received major specification additions, which I will summarize below. So here we go. This is the change. These are the changes. So lighting in character creation's ethereal background. This background was originally designed with the concept of an area where ether courses freely, and this imagery was reinforced with the use of blue lighting. However, the blue-colored tint made it difficult to visualize what a character's skin tone would look like under normal lighting. For the revision, we considered eliminating the blue lighting to replicate a typical in-game environment. However, doing so would drastically change the impression of character creation compared to before and could be disorienting. So the blue lighting was left as is. Instead, the ethereal background's time of day option, which has gone unused until now, was repurposed to add a new variant of the background with the blue lighting disabled.
So both options. So perfect.
Yeah. With this addition, we were also able to fulfill requests from players who wanted a photo studio-like environment similar to what screenshot enthusiasts recreate with in-game houses.
Europeans, he means.
Yeah, the Europeans. There you go.
Screenshot enthusiast. I've never heard someone call that. They're just called G-poses or whatever. Like,
You
Yeah.
can't use that
Screenshot
word, though.
enthusiast.
No. As seen in the image above, selecting the clock icon allows you to adjust the lighting and time of day of the displayed background. With the ethereal background, however, this feature has been expanded into a lighting section, the default option with blue lighting and a second option with plain lighting, and here you see the difference.
I mean, it's fair to say that, the without the blue, it does look jarring. So I'm glad both are still there. Even though it doesn't
But
help actually
this
design your character.
look at the difference it makes, though.
Well, exactly, yeah,
the
you can
character
see
is
how-
much
Oh,
better.
yes. the one on the right is much better for telling exactly what your character
Exactly.
will look like. It just seems it seems more out of place with the setting.
Yeah.
But I don't think that really matters, to be honest, with this
Not
background.
hugely.
No.
But you do immediately go into the cutscene with Heidelin at the start of the game,
That's
so it's
true.
nice to have that continuity.
Yeah. I encourage everyone to try both options to see how they affect your character's appearance. I imagine these nuances will add even more depth to the character creation process. Removal of the vignette effect on the character creation menu. Up until now, the character creation menu displayed a dark translucency, visually similar to limb darkening, around the menu options to improve their visibility. However, we decided to remove this effect as it tended to influence the color perception of character features such as hair and skin. This will slightly affect the menu's visibility, but we made this decision in favor of making the visual impression of characters closer to how they appear in the game itself. So here's a before.
That's an unusual.
I guess we can click them. Yeah, there we go.
No.
It is fair. It is a little bit more difficult to read now.
I'd say it's quite a bit harder to read with certain colours.
That's true,
Like
but you can
against the
move the
sky.
screen around. to get a
Yeah.
better-
I mean, you'll figure out, but I think the first one is better user experience design.
Yeah.
I think ideally, if they had more time or later on in normal character creation, they could add like a shadow underneath, like a shadow box underneath
Yeah.
the menu option. So
Yeah.
just
Or
a
like
vignette
a-
all around, but
A checkbox to turn it on and off or something like that.
Yeah.
Just because it's.
But look
you
at the
know, you have
clarity
to
of
think
the
about-
pictures. The picture on the
Yeah,
right, though.
yeah.
It looks much better.
it's-
Yeah.
Okay. Addressing feedback and issues related to certain data and processes. Various data revisions and corrections have been made in order to address as much player feedback as possible. And I will summarize a few examples below. Pupil highlight / lip gloss. The old highlights, which were drawn in using textures and consequently did not change based on lighting positions and other factors, have been removed and replaced with new highlights that are rendered based on lighting processes. However, the initial version of the benchmark featured a weakened version of these lighting processes and an insufficient lighting environment. This caused highlights to appear small, and the eyes in particular made characters appear soulless. The updated benchmark features enhanced lighting processes as well as changes to lighting and other environmental features. So I encourage everyone to check out the new beautifully crisp highlights for themselves. We also revised the rendering processes and textures of lips to make them more attractive. Rest
thank
assured,
God.
these
I wasn't gonna
revisions,
play, but-
these revisions will not only be reflected in character creation, but will be present in the game itself as well.
It's very strange because I feel like the one on the right is what we were shown in all of the preview images of this update.
Isn't it? Yeah, it's weird. Now that we see how they've fixed them, you really realize
Like the left
how...
looked fine in the thing, but it's like I feel like we saw the one on the right for all those like slideshows.
Yeah.
I know what they mean by the left looking soulless behind
Oh,
the eyes.
100%.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah,
will
she looks
say
like
that there's
Athena.
an age that is hidden in the depths of the eyes on the right. It suggests a long life lived that may have been not exactly easy.
No. True.
Yeah. I think a lot of people though are kind of vindicated with this. 'Cause there's a lot of naysayers like, oh, no, it looks fine, or like, no, it's just the character creator part or the environment. It's not the
I said
actual.
that. I mean, I said that
Yeah.
for the most part. I didn't...
Because then you could see it better when the benchmark like cutscene thing.
Yeah.
It felt like that looked more how it was meant to look, and this just felt a bit throwaway.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it's an even bigger improvement.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Look at those attractive lips.
Oh.
Yeah, the lips do look better. They
They're
look
so
glossier.
moist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Facial impressions, smile lines, and skin. One of the comments we received about the initial version of the benchmark was how the facial impressions of certain races had changed around the eyes. This was an unintended consequence of the updated lighting methods and shaders, as well as high-resolution support for textures and normal maps. Data from mimicking surface indentations, which caused the existing wrinkles and contours of these faces to become more pronounced. After carefully reviewing and various feedback pertaining to these changes, we redrew the high-resolution textures and normal maps to bring the results as close as we could to the state of patch 6.58, so I would appreciate if you would check them out. And I mean, yeah. That looks better.
Night and day difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what else to say. Yeah, that's good. They did
Good work.
When you look at the one on the left,
Oh, gaunty.
Yeah.
He does look very gaunt. Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
word. I was thinking pallid.
Mm-hmm.
Like the laugh lines around his mouth too are just, they stand out so much. It looks
Yeah.
strange.
Yeah. Okay. Correction of low resolution sections of hair. Now, this one I did notice.
This was bad.
Many of these had simply not been addressed in time. But in regard to issues such as low resolution textures remaining only in certain sections of certain hairstyles, we referenced player feedback to ensure nothing was left out as we updated them with high resolution textures. So there you go.
Better?
It's been sorted.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like
There's still a polygonal bend to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very sharp edge.
Yeah.
Well, that's a model issue rather than.
Yeah, that's whatever.
Texture
I mean,
issue.
I don't care too much about that personally, but
No.
it still is an improvement.
Yeah. Self-shadowing optimizations and adjustments. This point is regarding how characters had somewhat mottled appearance due to shadows projected by their hair and other elements of their character model. We made as many improvements as we could to ensure the self-shadowing would look good on every hairstyle, such as enhancing self-shadowing processes, adjusting normal maps, implementing special lighting, and determining which hair details should and shouldn't cast a shadow.
Now, I don't know about you, but I kind of prefer first one.
You
I
like
sort
the
of get what
soullessness?
No, the shadows, like the
No,
bit, that
the
little
shadow.
tuft of hair casting the shadow on his forehead. I
Ah.
think I prefer that.
See,
But it would look bad
The-
in game, probably. That's the
you
issue.
see, the issue is that part of the hair that is casting that shadow on the left should not cast as big a shadow as it does.
No,
So it's
exactly, yeah.
It's more realistic on the right. It would still cast a shadow, but the point at which it would cast one is so negligible that it's probably not worth it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a tough one.
Yeah.
I mean,
major improvements to the skin color too, in terms of like making it look flush instead of very drained of blood and pale.
Oh, I was
Yeah.
gonna say like
Yeah.
a plastic doll.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't have the plastic shine.
No.
That was a major improvement. I don't think
Waxy.
they explicitly say it here, but you can tell the
he has
Yeah,
better
no
shadows
part.
on his chin as well. Like, that's
Oh, yeah.
noticeable.
That's true.
I think it's fine. It's just.
Remember at the European Fan Fest when they spent so long talking to us about the roundness of the Lullafel's face?
Yeah.
Yes. And like how, that was weird.
And they showed us all those, like, spheres
Yep.
with different
Yeah.
textures. Good times.
Environmental lighting adjustments. When characters were backlit or in shadow, the softened shading made details appear rather flat. As such, we made overall adjustments to characters' environmental lighting to preserve a three-dimensional appearance, even when a character wasn't being lit. We also made minor adjustments to the overall environment, such as fog. These adjustments, too, will be applied to both character creation and the game itself. It's very
I
subtle
should have said
here,
this
but
here,
That's good.
but this is where it's like, okay, it wasn't just the character creator. There was like,
Yeah, there were issues.
Yeah, there were.
It's very
Which one?
yeah,
It's
Yeah.
very noticeable in the next picture.
yeah.
Yeah. It's,
Here you
Yeah.
go.
Look,
he looks so much more human.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a real boy,
he's a
Yeah.
he's a real boy.
and the beard actually comes out right because the skin
Oh yeah,
is like flush, you know.
Yeah.
It just kind of disappears on the before, but
yeah,
yeah, way better.
yeah.
Yeah. It's good.
Yep.
Good
We
improvement.
made numerous adjustments in addition to what I outlined above, so I hope you'll keep an eye out for them in the updated benchmark and Dawntrail. Direction of and then there's another point. Direction of character graphical update and regarding Fantasia. As I mentioned above, during the process of updating the benchmark, we carefully investigated the feedback from all regions to not only update the benchmark as much as possible, but also to refine the graphical update for Dawntrail's launch. We will continue fine-tuning Dawntrail in the period leading up to launch, but the bulk of our adjustments and fixes are reflected in the updated benchmark. On another note, the upcoming first round of graphical updates is also an update of the Final Fantasy XIV rendering system overall. In particular, the processes related to shadows, lighting, and shaders have been significantly changed and enhanced from the previous rendering system. This means that details such as pupil highlight and lip gloss, which were previously rendered with hand-drawn textures to reduce processing load, will be replaced with the correct method of rendering them. After the initial version of the benchmark was released, we closely
RTX.
examined the feedback we received and made further adjustments to replicate their previous appearances. Even so, we imagine the subtle differences in nuance will inevitably cause some characters to look ever so slightly different compared to before. Should that be the case, a vial of Fantasia will be obtainable from a new quest that will be added with the release of patch 7.0, which will allow you to fine-tune your character's appearance. Additionally, as I mentioned in our recent letter from the producer live, a new feature will be added to vials of Fantasia as of patch 7.0. After using a vial of Fantasia, you will have 60 minutes of in-game playtime from the initial usage to re-edit your character's appearance as many times as you wish. I hope this new feature will be helpful as well. As always, we will remain open to feedback even after the updated benchmark update and Dawntrail has been released, and will also continue to address any issues or necessary adjustments in future patches. With only about a month left until Dawntrail's official release, our final adjustments and debugging are being carried out at breakneck speed. Please look forward to early access on Friday, 28th of June, as well as the official launch on Tuesday, the 2nd of July. Thank you for your continued support of Final Fantasy XIV. Naoki Yoshida.
Yoshi, that last part, nothing new in that. Had already touched about it in
we've
whatever, but
there's no changes.
It's good. I'm pretty sure when importing Mailer and then playing around with the new Limble rings, I do want to slightly alter them to make them more vibrant. So it's nice to have that system.
Yeah,
it's very good.
Asia, just for that, just do a race change. Just become a female Rothgar. Come on.
Okay.
You coward. Be a rough gal.
Commit.
I mean, if I've got an hour, I'll probably play around with, might as well.
Yeah. Mail will just keep logging in as a new race, for the whole hour.
Why not?
Why not? Yeah.
Do you guys remember in the lead up to Heavensward with there was mild lighting updates? I remember they showed it off in particular with Dragoon armor. I don't know if you remember that. I wonder if people weren't up in arms about that as much because of I'm pretty sure it was a lighting change.
For the Dragoon armor?
Well, no, they used the Dragoon armor as an example.
Yeah, because they added DirectX 11 support.
Yeah, and it was the really deeper, darker black on there.
I don't remember much outrage from that. Maybe there was. There probably was. I mean, but that was such a minor change, though. We only got, everything just got a little darker.
Remember, DX11 added in wiggly hair in the wind, and that's probably the best feature in the game, so...
Oh, yeah. Was that Heaven?
Added the shimmering textures, too. Missed that.
Yeah.
I love that.
DX9 didn't have the same, physics on stuff, I don't think.
I see. Okay.
I remember when I played with it.
But we didn't have Milk Rain. We still had rain.
I loved the days. Yeah, bring back the normal rain.
I miss the normal rain. All right. Anyways, moving on to something completely different. Breaking Brick Mountains is returning on June 5th.
This was cool.
This is a Dragon Quest 10.
Not DQ10.
Yeah, DQ10.
Game you can't play.
No,
unless you're Japanese still.
We talked about it that one time with the MogMail, but I really want to play it.
I know.
Apparently, it sounds really good. Apparently.
Yeah. Well, we can't play without a VPN.
No.
So it's
you can get the single player versions now. I think there's a Vita and a 3DS and a Wii U single player version.
Oh, they were working on DX10 offline, weren't they?
Yeah, you could play. I'm pretty sure you could play the Wii U version online, if I remember correctly.
Interesting.
It's like Phantasy Star Online.
Yeah. Okay, well, battle against gargantuan golems from the Dragon Quest series and earn rich rewards. If you previously completed the event, you can replay the quest via the season event replay feature. I might actually do that now because I haven't done this since 2013.
It's been so long now.
2014.
I liked this one.
Yeah.
Give me the puff.
It's been 10 years. It's been 10 years since I played
I know I've done it more recently than that because I had to do it on Ragnarok. How many times, including the first time this was run, do you think this event has been ran?
About 3 or 4 times now, I think. This will be the 3rd or 4th.
Yeah, I think it's 5.
Yes, it is 5.
Yeah.
It was first run in 2014, 2017, 2020, 2021, and 2024.
There you go.
They really went hard on it.
So this year.
Yeah.
Probably the most ran event with crossover event we have in this game.
Which is so ironic considering, it's a game
Just give us
we
a
can't
release.
The 11 one's catching up.
With Garo, I understand it's a Japanese show, but you can still watch it feasibly in some way. But
yeah.
you can't. You
It
really
is weird. I mean, okay, so if you're watching and you've seen people run around with the big like slime hat, boob hat, this is the event where you can get that. So make sure you
But it's
check
not.
this.
You don't get it via the event. You have to go to a vendor to buy it separately.
True.
Yeah.
That's true. Do you have to? But does the vendor unlock after you've done the quest, or is it always there?
I believe so. I
Okay.
mean, I can't remember. It's been
Yeah.
years since I've done
Make
this
sure to
10
event.
years since I
read
did it. So
the post.
yeah, read the post. Read the post.
They'll probably have some information on there.
Well, this is in the. It's so old. It has the old
It says you
format
can
where
purchase
it's like.
the King Slime Crown by speaking with Tuffy in Uldar X 8.2 Y 12.2. It's on the website, so don't worry. It's all there.
Wasn't there?
Well, does it say that it unlocks after the quest? That's what we were asking. We know there's a vendor.
It doesn't say that,
Well,
but
that was the question.
it tells you everything.
It's so old that the website still is like it's formatted
Oh,
like
okay.
a news story from the Mithril Eye.
Uh,
I miss those days. So it has lots of lore in there for some reason. So there you go.
Isn't there like a weird thing where like somehow DQ10 has had a crossover with both 11 and 14?
Yeah.
Because you can get
Is
the
it?
slime hat in 11 too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Very strange.
It is.
Yeah,
It is
it's
very
What's happening?
strange. Yep. It's weird because you with a crossover you kind of want to advertise your game to another audience. I guess they just want to advertise to a Japanese audience. I guess that's
They
what that
already
was.
know.
Yeah.
It might also just be advertising Dragon Quest in general.
Yeah. Possibly as
Yeah.
well.
The I think DQ10 they got like a Shantoto event
Ah, that
for
makes sense.
as part of the crossover, I guess, which is I guess weird because it's not 14, but whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's still fun.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
Make sure you go and kill those golems.
Go kill some golems, dude. All right, now for some just quick shilling. You can see how much effort I put into this slide because I really don't
Ooh.
care. But there is
Uh.
a 50% off sale on the website on the Final Fantasy 14 online store for jump potions. If you want to jump your character for Dawntrail, you can do that
Now's
now,
the time
Or
to do
your
it.
retainer.
or your retainer,
Yeah,
or
Yeah.
your
which to be
retainer.
fair, they're actually, of value because leveling retainers is long-winded.
That's true. 50%
Yeah.
off. So this is the time if you want to jump something or get an alt level or like whatever. I
Yeah,
don't know,
you could,
whatever
yeah.
you want.
Let me just grab the check real quick for that one. Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah. So Adventure Jumpstart sale for a limited time for a limited time. Job level boost and scenario skips items will be on sale for 50% off starting Friday the 31st of May around 8 GMT until I guess up until Dawntrail, I'm assuming, since this is a Dawntrail prep sale. And it also says that during the period immediately following the start of the promotion, congestion in the delivery system may cause item delivery to take longer than usual. They're expecting
Hey,
people
that's
to like
true.
hoard this shit.
Oh yeah,
now.
I'm gonna
They're-
I'm gonna buy like 12 Stormblood skips. I'm gonna buy like 15 Paladins.
Everyone push that item acceleration button or whatever they call it.
Oh.
where it speeds up the process for which things arrive
I
from the Mog
hate
station.
that button because I
It
don't.
Where
works.
are
I
they?
feel like it
promise,
doesn't do
totally.
anything.
It doesn't work.
I feel
It
like
does work.
It's placebo.
Where are the
hitting it.
items?
Okay, well there you go. There is that's it. Get your jump potions and be merry. All right. That's recent events. We'll fit in one MogMail and then we have to jump to the website. All right, let's see. It's time for MogMail. This is from Zoisite Ruby from Zalera. Hello, speakers. I'm sure you'll recall the controversy just after Endwalker's release when Elpis appeared to have a visible moon in some weather conditions that theoretically should not have existed yet. While everyone wrote this off as a bug or oversight, I have an alternate theory. What if Elpis is indoors or underground, and the sky is actually simulated like Labyrinthos? We know that Charlian was able to build Labyrinthos because of help from the Loporrits and Heidelin herself, who obviously would have information about ancient technology. Labyrinthos even resembles Elpis as a research facility for flora and fauna, and for providing some secrecy from the outside world. Obviously, having potentially dangerous creations easily accessible to the public or able to escape would have been a bad idea even in ancient times. I know that Ktisis Hyperborea is explicitly depicted as an indoor simulation, but there is no reason that prevents Elpis itself from being indoors, and Ktisis Hyperborea just being a sub-building within it. If anything, knowing that the tech/magic involved in creating, I'll call it KH, existed only adds more plausibility to indoor Elpis theory. As for why they added a moon to the sky if the ancient world didn't have a moon, perhaps it served some kind of practical purpose, like the fake sun in Labyrinthos. Thoughts?
It's a cool idea. I always thought it was interesting the way we entered Elpis, because you kind of went through a very administrative building, and then went through the gates of Elpis, and then it just opened up. Mm-hmm. So it wouldn't surprise me if there was some truth in that it was kind of in some sort of globe.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it makes a lot of sense to go that way instead of trying to explain out something else that would make no sense. But I mean, well, they have the fucking what was it, like the G.I. Joe weather dominator thing too, so they could very easily project night sky, or even if it's not like an enclosed kind of space. I think it could definitely be like projections at the least, and I could see that being used for the creatures there. You know, maybe moonlight is important to some of their creations. I think that makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Why would they make creations that require moonlight when they do not have a moon?
Well, moonlight's just sunlight reflected anyway.
They're scientists. They're testing shit out. They're like, what if we had a big rock in the sky that affected creatures?
Maybe they thought, let's make sure that maybe they needed sunlight and they didn't know how to get sunlight there, so they built the moon to reflect it
like
anyway.
a mirror. Yeah, just to get some light in.
That's all the moon is.
What the moon is.
But
the moon doesn't produce light.
The sun is visible in Elpis, isn't it?
Yeah.
All the time?
Well, not obviously at night.
Well, that's when
there you go. They're capturing the sun.
No.
Via them,
I
don't know.
Then you're creating creatures that are going to have expectations that aren't replicatable in the real world.
Well, it's not like
that's true.
They're testing. Like it's all science.
It's all part of their big game. They're horrible people, but also
I mean,
horrible people. Okay.
They are. It's slightly difficult though in this theory, isn't it? Because Final Fantasy XIV's most boring character did release Meteon in Elpis, I'm pretty sure. And she went off into the heavens through the globe, I guess. So how did she go through the globe? Dad, bestie, come back to us on that one.
We also, I mean, Elpis also directly connects to Pandemonium, which also appears to have a sky, despite being
Pandemonium also
lower.
Feels like its own weird ass.
Yeah, I agree.
Like a pocket dimension almost. It felt like.
Yeah.
I mean, I think very easily just projections is easy enough to explain that.
Can we address the moon thing for those that don't know? Like, because that was a thing that happened in
I think it was
Elpis.
a bug though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was patched out, but it was during like a weather condition. I think Umbral wind was when just a moon would appear in the sky, and that was probably the skybox. That's the skybox for Umbral wind, I guess, and it has a moon.
Just minor oversight, but hey, it's fun to explain it away.
Yeah,
exactly.
I like the idea that would be, that's an inspiration for the one in Charlian, Labyrinthos. Yeah, because Loporrits would know because of Eidolon and stuff. So yeah, I can see this theory. But the fact that it was patched out sort of kills the theory a little bit, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Still very strange to think of a planet with no moon, like Eidolon, a habitable one.
Why?
Oh, well, yeah, that's fair, because I was going to say there are planets without moons. I don't think it's that hard to believe.
Yeah,
maybe the tide just wasn't important for them.
Yeah, like what happens to the ocean? I'm assuming they have oceans or seas. Like what?
Yeah.
Are they just flat forever?
Yeah, it's just Minecraft oceans.
Yeah. What, do they not have werewolves and, like, these scary creatures?
Lurker.
Oh, they have
Right.
vampires.
Creepers.
The night,
Oh
the
yeah,
night
they
thingy.
do have vampires.
Yeah. They do.
Yes.
Interesting.
Hesperos.
Hesperos, is it... What a horrible
He
existence
gives you
for
the
him.
little Nosferatu bat minion.
He's an... what's the exact term they use for him? I think he's like Hermethios or something.
So yeah, they had
I
to have
see.
some weird term.
Yeah. Being a vampire and not having moonlight, boring life. What a boring life for him. All right. Okay. So let's go to the website and have a look-see. Oh, here we are.
Wow.
I've zoomed in. Okay. All right. This is the
there it is.
promotional website.
Wow,
So
it's
as you can see,
beautiful.
there are a lot of new stuff to look at.
Promote.
We'll start with World.
Oh, are you just not going to read the intro?
You want me? I mean, I feel like, okay. We're going back. We're resetting. You want me to read this?
Yeah. People can't read. People listening to the audio version
People
can't
can't
read it.
read.
I'm pretty sure we've read this before. Warrior of Light, the winds of a new adventure beckons you to distant shores.
Oh,
Anyways, the world. A new continent. Tural is composed of a rich tapestry of cultures, now united as a single nation. In this vibrant land awaits new friends, fearsome foes, and unforgettable stories. Toward new horizons, Tural, comprised of two great landmasses, Zaktural to the north and Yogg-Tural to the south. The new world lies far to the west of Eorzea's shores. Its many and diverse people spent centuries mired in territorial wars until the epic deeds of Gulul Jaja and his dream of Tuliolal saw them united under the banner of a single nation.
I'd like to get some information on what Gulul Jaja's so-called epic deeds are that consolidated all of these people.
Yeah, well, I mean,
He was
It
really
may
cool
not
about
be.
it.
Yeah, it sounds like, remember in Final
Propaganda.
Fantasy 16, when
Yes, I remember very well.
Odin
Rollo definitely remembers.
united the Ash.
Yeah, Mela,
He wasn't a
Rollo
good guy.
definitely remembers that because he has
Absolutely.
definitely played that game.
It's pre-game lore. It's fine.
I feel like we haven't.
It is mentioned on 16 promotional website.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I'm just
yeah.
I just don't even know what we're talking
Well,
about.
soon,
anymore.
Rollo, you'll be able to play.
You will know.
soon.
I know.
Soon.
I'm excited.
But it's just not
Yeah.
always when you unite a disparate people. It's not always good.
No, this could be propaganda, of course.
Well, they mentioned that they were warring against each other before,
Mm-hmm.
frequently.
That's true, but
So
that can be how they are anyway.
maybe he was a very.
I mean, if
peaceful
they're
dude.
if their state was war, I mean, like, is he really doing anything against what was already happening?
It's
Like,
tough to know. I just want
So
to know what he
war,
did.
The solution of not war.
Yeah. We'll see what Gulul Jaja has to say for himself.
Yeah. Tuliolal. The city of Tuliolal marches up the side of a mountain. The path from its coastal harbor to the lofty palace at its summit, marked by a profusion of slopes and stairs, embodying the ideals of the nation with which it shares its name. This ever-bustling metropolis is home to a population drawn from all the lands of Tural. So I don't think
Cool.
there's any new pictures. We've seen all this before.
We have seen them
Yeah,
all.
that's a little blurb there. Solution
Oh.
9. A city of towering facades constructed by an entirely different civilization than that of Tuliolal.
What?
What chain of events could possibly bring you to this strange place?
Mhm.
I don't know, a lot
Ah.
of new info on that, but
Ponder.
yeah, it's a strange place.
Yeah.
My question is, what
They-
chain of events could possibly bring this strange place to our world? Also,
They
chains of Promethea.
They did recently, very recently, like within the last 12 hours, they posted a picture of what appears
Yes.
to be two characters in Solution 9, and there also appears to be many other people there,
Mm-hmm.
which
Mhm.
sort of suggests that some of people's theories that it was actually abandoned is unlikely at this point.
Yes. Unless
Unless those are all
there
post-occupation
is-
pictures.
Yeah, there is
Mhm.
some suggestions in pictures we're
might
going to
move
see
in.
later that these might be people that are not from here that
Yes.
have gone in here, but we'll see. All right, new areas. Urkapacha.
Urkapacha. This is my favorite.
This mountainous region of Yogg-Tural is inhabited by two peoples of vastly different stature. the child-sized Pelu Pelu, and the gargantuan Yok Hoi. Such disparities, however, shrink into insignificance before the brooding majesty of Warkor Zormor, the tallest peak in
Warkor
Toronto.
Zormor!
Warkor Zormor.
What a great name.
Yeah.
Warkor Zormor.
Well, we've seen
Very good names.
what this place looks like, but here you go.
Yeah, I like this place.
The Yok Hoi appears to be the official name for the giants, which
Yes.
they've referred to
Yeah.
previously,
Those
and which
bug-eyed
you see in
people.
the benchmark as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've
The little chameleon eyes.
we've definitely seen this place before, but
Yeah, this place
Yeah,
is
this-
awesome.
yeah.
I'm looking forward. There's a
All right, and then we have Yaktel. These dense woodlands can be reached by dirigibles, which cross the mountain range to the southeast of Tuliulal. The highlands are rich in game, and settled by the as in game, as in the animals.
Yeah, animals. Yeah.
And
Yes.
settled by the
I'm gonna go with Zabral.
Zabral.
No, I was going to say
Sub-
Xbral.
Xbral.
Yeah, Ux is a tough. Uxbral. It could be.
Uxbral.
They'll have to say that in game.
Yeah.
They
Is
will.
that, like the X could be like the South American X,
Yeah, I'm assuming
I
that's
like
what
that.
it is.
or like the Mexican X thing that they. But that's like a.
Oh,
I don't know how that's
God,
pronounced.
I don't fucking know.
don't know.
Zabral. Ignorance.
Zabral.
We don't know yet.
Yeah.
Well,
The,
no, once they say it, in
Exactly.
game,
Yeah.
maybe.
the lowlands.
Hey, you don't know if they're going to say it anytime soon. It took them years to say Bosnia.
That's
That's true.
That's true.
Oh, not Bosnia.
Bosnia.
Bosnia. The lowlands
Misnija.
where the tick. You don't talk weird
tick.
because it makes me talk weird. The lowlands
Where the thick
where
canopy
the
blocks the sunlight.
the lowlands where the thick canopy blocks the sunlight are inhabited by the Mamulja. The region is dotted with naturally occurring wells known as cenotes, or this is a C, so English. That's a soft C.
Yes, you're correct.
Yeah.
Okay, which are formed when water accumulates in sinkholes. All right.
You know, this might be
Down that
the
canopy's
tall people always wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I
not
like
as
them.
mountainous as I wanted, as Zelftol is.
It gives Ixal without seemingly having Ixal.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's fair.
That's
Ixal without Ixali. So perfect.
Yeah.
Why do you say yeah, see, as if like because Mailer agrees with you, that means all people that wanted Zelfatol will be satisfied?
Yes, absolutely. Male represents the masses 100%
Yeah,
every time.
Nothing has ever
That's
been
true.
less true.
That is
than
true.
No, exactly.
Don't worry, people. I'll represent you well in the forum.
Okay. Kozamauka.
For some.
Kozamauka.
Kozamauka.
They've pronounced it before.
To the south
Did
of
they?
Have they? Kozamauka.
I believe.
Oh, is it a fan
I
fest?
believe. No, yeah, I believe Aimee pronounced the translation of it.
Samauka.
Or actually, no, I think it was Koji because this was revealed at European Fan Fest.
Well, I'll
Right.
wait for them to say it in game as well, just in case. You know, he might have just winged it as well.
He also has an American accent.
That's true, yeah.
Not to be that guy, but these waterfalls,
Not realistic, I know.
I struggle.
How is the water getting up
Are you,
there?
are you wondering about where is the spring?
Yeah, right. Yeah. How? But also they're at an angle, upwards facing angle, so I'm finding it hard to like.
Hey, but there's
fathom-
so much water up there that it's over.
The pressure in that river is
Yeah.
so strong that it pushes it up
Yeah.
uphill.
There's a guy up there with a plunger. Going constantly.
It reminds me of remember the dude
I think the ones that,
with the
Yeah.
fountain.
and for people that are confused, I think Nikhil is specifically talking about the ones at the very top of the
Yeah.
picture, not the
Yeah,
ones
yeah.
at the bottom, because those actually
They
do
make
make
sense. They make
Yeah,
sense. Okay. To the south of
I mean, there's
Tuliulal.
too much water anyway.
Yes. Was it Kozama? What was it again? Kozamauka?
Kozamauka.
Yeah. To the south of Tuliulal stretch the verdant forests of Kozamauka. Rivers great and small flow from mountains to the west and pour into the region, creating breathtaking waterfalls. Although the peoples which inhabit the region resemble goblins and the Vanu Vanu, they have each built
Yeah.
unique cultures within this
Yeah.
vast wilderness.
Sure, they have.
Yeah.
What do you
We'll
mean?
see.
Why,
You gotta reuse
why
those
are you
models.
questioning
Come
what?
on.
Well, I don't know. These ones, the Moblins and the Manu Manu, it
Yeah.
always feels a bit weird when they just do
It's
like a
reskin.
palette swap.
Yeah, that's true. But
Fine with it. Yeah,
It's
regional
fine.
variants make sense.
The
Yeah.
moblins are cool,
I mean,
guess.
it's weird that a race just exists in one spot. You
Well,
know,
that's
like
true.
they're-
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, Shaluani.
Oh, this is a good one.
The
Too.
rain-starved plains of this region, located in central Tyrol, makes for a striking contrast with the verdant surroundings of its largest lake. The discovery of ceruleum deposits in recent years has brought sweeping changes to the area, including the construction of a railroad, even as local peoples maintain their cultural traditions.
We did it, guys. Texas is in 14.
Yeah!
Who discovered it?
Hell yeah, brother!
This felt more like Arizona to me.
Okay.
Are they
All of Southwest.
Are they using the ceruleum to better their people, or has the Texan tycoon started like a big monopoly on the ceruleum?
I
What's
think
the story here?
they're trying to imply it's a pretty peaceful process going on here, not similar to real life things.
Mhm.
We'll see when we.
This is the same image that they first showed us at European Fan Fest, except there was a giant secret in the top left of this particular image, which
Yes.
is now gone. But as we can see, there is nothing hidden behind there, so they may have scrubbed it entirely from the picture.
Possible.
Or it might have just been there as a joke.
Yeah, possibly. Okay. And then we have heritage found in this region overflowing with lightning energies. Thick thunderclouds blot out the sun. Tick thunderclouds blot out the sun, while streaks of purple levin illuminate the land day and night. So,
How depressing.
Less information, but you know.
which
But
makes
it's got a
fine.
train.
this is
That
probably
would make
very
me happy.
spoilery. So,
Well, thank God for
It
the
does have a
recent
train.
ceruleum
Hmm.
deposits.
It's probably connected to
Oh.
Shaluani in that
I
way.
hope you get to see a moving train on one of the maps. That'd
Oh.
be so.
I hope you get to jump on it and it moves along with you, and you get to go around the railroad.
We have all these railroads and like old data don't fucking
No.
do anything.
Rollo,
Yeah.
here's what's going to happen. They're going to have like, oh, now you can travel, remember airships? Now you can
Oh,
travel
yeah.
by train. But
can ask
the trains
for
are
some-
always stationary at the station, and you click,
No.
and it's just a cutscene. Because
At
that's
least
how we
the
do it in this game.
interior.
No, actually, the train's not even on the station, because that's how we do fishing. There's just nothing. It's just nothing there on the
I-
platform.
Absolutely would not be surprised, Nikhil, if you're 100% right, in the sense that
know.
we interact with an NPC in Shaluani, and it says, all aboard, and then you're in Heritage Found.
Yeah. Yep.
That's
At
a
least give me a
quotable
train
event.
whistle when you click on the guy.
We do also know that, Heritage Found is next to an ocean, because we have seen that in the job action trailer.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Mm.
And then now that's zones. New threats. Valigarmanda. This legendary beast, held to be the mightiest in all Tyrol, is possessed of a serpentine body and the wings of a bird. Each time it has embarked upon a rampage, it has inflicted terrible scars upon the land, for which it has come to be dreaded as the Sky Ruin.
Ooh.
Right. You will kill it at level 93.
Yeah, it'll be a dungeon boss.
No.
No, I don't think that one's a dungeon boss. I do think Balagamanda will be a trial.
Yeah.
Okay, the one on the right I think is a dungeon boss. The one on the left I think might just be an overworld mob.
That's like an A rank.
A rank,
It
yeah.
might be.
Yeah.
Oh,
Eliminator
he's
and
so
Barrel
buff.
Tender. Yeah. Kind of hot.
Look at his giant
What?
giant hand. The Eliminator, not the Barrel Tender. It has no hands.
He's got a
It
big
has
old
fists.
grabby hand with 2 thumbs. Weird.
Oh god, yeah, he's got 6
I mean-
Oh,
fingers.
yeah. Freak.
I mean, imagine how dexterous they'd be.
Yeah,
That's
imagine how
disgusting.
dexterous. God, think about the
I could
dexterity of Eliminator's hand. Oh,
I mean, he needs the extra dexterity. He doesn't have any hand on his other arm.
that's true. That's a
Yeah.
good point. He can hold on to the cucumber extra hard when he cuts it into pieces with his other hand. All right.
Wait,
He's
such,
holding on to the
such
cucumber so
normal
hard, No one's
legs.
taking it from you.
Such normal legs and feet.
Oh yeah,
That's
look
true.
at his
They
little
went really
feet.
hard on the arms.
He skipped leg day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. New allied societies. The Pelu Pelu. As deft hand as they are of tongue, this diminutive
like that.
people from Urkapacha are best known for
I didn't like reading that.
their skill as merchants, traveling the continent upon their alpacas to peddle tea, coffee, mezcal, and fabrics woven from the wool of their
I love these
steeds.
people. Tea?
Their masks are indubitable symbol of reliability, marking all who don them as trustworthy partners in trade.
Mezcal. That's like that.
It's
It's
a
like a
bit
Mexican-
similar to tequila.
It's made from like agave, like the
Yeah.
little.
Oh yeah.
That's really cool.
Now that you say that, sounds more familiar to
I
me.
see. Okay.
But
I
tequila's
suspect
made
the
of
Pelu
agave
Pelu
as
will
well.
probably be
Crafting? Pedal
Crafting
tea,
or
coffee,
Crafting for sure.
fabrics woven.
Are you sure?
from,
Because I
like,
think the Moblins
weaving.
might be crafting.
Moblins could be battle.
Well, let's see what they
No.
say about the Moblins. Moblins.
They could
The
be
Moblins
gathering
of Kozumauka share some remarkable similarities to goblins, not least of
Remarkable,
all
yeah.
in appearance. Renowned for their ability to unearth the finest and rarest, these collectors facilitate the creation of beautiful metalworks by providing their contracted artisans with superior materials and working environments. So
See,
they're gathering.
I think they're
Yeah, 'cause
gatherers.
they're the gatherers.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Because they unearth the finest, they give them superior materials. For sure, these are gatherers.
Yeah. I like their design. It's cool. It's a cool
I like that design too.
design.
It's
It's
just,
almost like they remind me of like Chinese ceramic plates, you know?
yeah,
Yeah.
Wedgwood.
Yeah. Okay. The Mamulja, hailing from the lower forest of Raktel,
Peabody.
I'm sorry, that fucking tiny, that fucking tiny mumble.
Come on, Peabody.
I can't hold it in. I fucking lose it. Can you please put him in the thumbnail? Just
Yeah.
and like liquefy his face.
You got any gum?
Okay, the
games on your phone,
Mamulja, the Mamulja are divided into 3 distinctive clans, each possessed of singular talents. The Hubigo, Bunewa,
Unwa?
and Dopro. Once the Mamulja fought bitterly with the people of the Zabral, but after the establishment of Tuliolal, many chose a life of peace within the city instead.
Are these
It's the
the
most.
3?
I would
Fan?
suspect so.
I guess.
There's
They
the
either
ones-
clothed, naked, or like in like gimp suits?
No, I think it's like it's the one. I think the 3 types of them like the ones that mostly have crossed the seas is like cell swords. So the main one
Yeah.
on the bottom left here.
Yeah. He's
There's
one.
the ones with the big chins on the right, and then there's the particularly frog-like ones in the back left.
maybe,
I think those are the 3 types.
Mm-hmm.
And the ones at the back
It's-
have like Abe's Odyssey hand.
They do. Yeah.
This
They're rocking
is
that
the
poncho,
most.
though.
That's
This is the
true.
most diverse like tribe we have in the game in terms of design.
It's
I
true.
like it.
Yeah.
But I
Uh,
suppose it's 3 Oh, no, yeah, they're just clans though.
Yeah.
Subspecies, I guess.
Yeah, but compare the Moblins and the Goblins and the Hanu
Yeah.
Hanu and the Vanu Vanu.
Yeah.
Whichever ones are the ones that wear the vibrant outfits, they're my favorite, and I hope it's the hoop ones, the hoobigos.
Mm-hmm.
The Hoobie goes.
Ruby goes.
Or the Boonwa is good too.
Yeah, at the
Boonwa.
Ruby Go drip.
All right, the Yokai. In ancient
Yay.
times, these giants of Urkapacha dominated the Turali continent, but several centuries ago, their power waned, and they withdrew to a secluded mountain home. Sparse though they are in number, the Yokai continue to immortalize their existence with glyphic traditions according to their unique beliefs of life and death.
I think these will be the battle.
Yeah, maybe.
Yes.
I like these a lot. I like this.
Yeah.
You know, they're giving like prequel trilogies aliens, you know, in Star Wars.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they could almost be up there with the Guns or the Gungans.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. Based off the 11 trolls, if I remember correctly.
And they can't call them trolls because we already have trolls in this game.
Yeah.
They're giants.
Yeah.
Sadly, not orcs still. No orcs in this
No
game.
orcs.
No, not yet.
Love orcs.
The Hanu Hanu. Through their resemblance, though the resemblance are many,
Though there is.
the Hanu Hanu or of Cosmouca bear notable differences to their Vanu counterparts, not least of which
They're much
being the
more
distinctive
beautiful.
hue of their feathers.
Exactly.
Period. Revering the great bird
Revering.
Kixai.
See, this is a difficult one. Is it like Kihaihi? Or is it like Kixaihi? Why did that's a
Kizaihi?
fucking hard word, Kizaihi?
That word.
And they will never say this
They will
because
never
these
say
are
it.
tribal.
No.
They will never say that.
No.
Kizaihi.
We'll see what the community lands on this one.
Yeah.
They reside in waterside environments where they cultivate the verdant reeds upon which they subsist.
I
That's
think
fine.
these will not be a tribe.
No, they won't.
As in terms of like tribe quests.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Unless we get more than usual this time around. But it'd be unlikely. But it'd be cool if we had all 5. I would like
Is
that.
this like the most you've ever had on like an expansion of like various promoted races? I guess
They
of these
don't
tribes?
often show this many, do they?
Don't they? Did they show
It's
all
the
of
most
them
they've
last?
promoted. It's the most they've promoted, but they don't normally. I mean, they don't normally showcase the ones that are reskins of previous mobs or previous tribe
Right. So they would have shown like the Pelu Pelu and Yokoi like as a.
because they didn't showcase all of the new ones. Well, all of the reskins that appeared in Shadowbringers.
Yeah. Sorry.
They only showed the Loprits and the Arcosodara for Endwalk.
Yeah.
They didn't. They couldn't tease the Omicron.
Well, true.
No. True. All right. So that's the world updates. Now there's.
I'm excited for them. Oh, Booba.
Yeah.
She is breasting so boobily.
Mhm.
God,
The Viper is breasting boobily in the art.
good for her.
I don't need to spend much time here because we've gone through the jobs, but I'll read the blurb. The Viper's close range fighting style, passed down by Turali hunters for generations, uses quick and decisive strikes with two-handed blades alongside...
Two one-handed blades.
Sorry, two one-handed blades alongside powerful flourishes from a combined two-handed weapon. Once a foe is weakened, they empower themselves with the strength of their ancestors to deliver a powerful and decisive finishing blow. There you go.
I thought this had more lore on them.
There is. He has to scroll down.
Yeah, I have to scroll.
Oh,
It
okay.
comes.
Oh, right. I was going to say.
Among the myriad beasts of Tural, a select few awaken to preternatural power, becoming what are known as Tural Vidral. To overcome the threat of these almighty beings, hunters studied one of nature's deadliest predators, one capable of overcoming foes greater even than themselves, the Viper. They are swift and agile, with dual blades like fangs to bite, or combine into a single weapon to weave about the battlefield. Named for the serpent that inspired their fighting style, the Vipers of Tural remain steadfast in their duty to defend the people.
Do you think Tural Vidral could be the job quest type series?
Like
Similar
hunting
to-
one?
You know how we had in Shadowbringers where we went and hunted the cardinal sins or whatever?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
And in the other one
possibly.
we went and hunted the blasphemies. Why not the Tural Vidral?
Why
I think
not?
that's low stakes enough for it to be kind of put in job quest. You know.
Oh. My light died. It's for
Oh my god, you're
episode
in
404, guys.
plunged into darkness.
Okay. It'll come. Maybe there's an update. Maybe there's an
An
update.
update for your light.
For my
God
fucking
damn.
light.
I
I
love
hate
when he says that.
technology. Fuck. How do you live like this?
There might be an
There we go. My
update.
house is updating, so I
I gotta
can't.
patch my light.
I can't leave. My front door is updating.
My fridge was updating. All my
just
food's
turn up
rotten
the-
now.
I'll turn up the light on my laptop. There you
Disney's smart house had a better fucking idea for all this shit.
go. With brush in hand, a pictomancer weaves the ether of their imagination into the fabric of reality, allowing them to manifest their myriad motifs into living muses. Yet every work of art takes time to perfect, and thus their palettes are ever prepared with a colorful arsenal of instant cast abilities and spells.
Not to be rude, but his picture's fucking shit.
What the fuck?
What's wrong with
It's like,
that picture?
it's like 3 blobs.
What?
I mean, the one that
the
he's painting in it. Yeah, the one that he's
I
painting
thght you meant
within
the
it.
artwork.
No, the
Yeah, I
art's
was like,
good.
oh my god.
No. The
Yeah.
art's good. Just thing that he's
It's-
actually painting in the
Right,
universe.
right.
It's avant-garde. You wouldn't get it.
Yeah,
It's very avant-garde.
yeah. What is happening? Okay. Though the
I don't know. Your house is funny.
Though the fifth astral era is most famously associated with the War of the Magi, a wealth of lesser-known legends were forged in that bygone era. Among them is the tale of Archon Realm, an itinerant artist and mage who relinquished her traditional staff for a magicked brush. With it, she would render abstract images to life, establishing an entirely new school of magic in so doing. Masters of this arcane discipline follow in the Archon's footsteps, wielding vibrant hues of ether to invoke all manner of fantastical beasts, weapons, and landscapes from their mind's eye. For the source of a Pictomancer's power lies not in their artistic skill, but the richness of their imagination, with which they strive to paint a brighter future.
It's so poetic.
Imagination.
It's a shame that we're not going to be more imaginative than doing the same 3 pictures in a row. But
No,
expand
I'm
on
gonna
it.
give you some. I'm gonna give you some hope though, Lakir.
Yeah?
You know how the Pictomancers began in the 5th astral era.
Yeah.
You know what else was in the 5th astral era?
Amdapor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's another
Yeah.
chance for you to not learn about Amdapor.
well, no,
Yeah.
this is separate from the War of the Magi is mentioned, but that's Amdapor Mark. This is like, I'm just going to go and paint pictures. But
Yeah, but we have to know why.
That's
you don't
true.
just establish
well,
a new
no,
branch. A new
we're getting
branch of
better
magic.
lore.
Georgi is right,
We're getting
though,
better
because,
lore from this.
because in Amdapor was known for its artisans and art.
Oh.
That's like a huge part of Amdapor. That's
Yeah.
why they had all these like sculptures everywhere that later turned out to be
Like-
living constructs. But yeah.
Like I'm joking, but I wouldn't. I would like it if it is a chance for them to further explore Amdapor.
Yeah.
I
I
think
just
they will.
fear that it won't be.
It won't be.
I think between the two, the Pictomancer's getting what I would call the good law, because it's established Eorzean law that we can expand on, whereas the Viper's treading new ground. So
yeah.
it is what it is.
You never know.
The good law.
Well, no, we're very well invested in Eorzean law, whereas we don't know enough about
You're
Terrell.
so Eorzean centric.
I am Eorzean centric because I love Eorzean, and we just never go there anymore.
Yeah.
Never do anything in
I miss
Eorzea.
Eorzea.
I miss Eorzea.
All right. Gameplay. The season of adventure has pulled into port with scores of new dungeons, raids, and other fresh challenges to test your mettle. Need a vacation? Chart a cosmic course with expansive new lifestyle content for crafters and gatherers.
Oh.
We start, of course, with Echoes of Vana'diel, New Alliance raid. Adventure beckons to an altogether different world, Vana'diel. What challenges await in this New Alliance raid crossover with Final Fantasy XI? Now,
What do you think they mean by another world?
there you go. Altogether different world. So we're just
Yeah,
Not
traveling.
side of the lore.
We're
not
just
going.
We're just gonna. It was the worst case scenario, I think.
It's in Iroha's imagination.
Yeah, it is.
Well,
I mean,
you never know.
just because it's another world doesn't mean that it's not going to have an impact on our world. The interdimensional rift is very powerful. People in our world, characters in our world, can interact with it. Gilgamesh and Omega have both done so.
yeah, but
It may be metaphorical as well, because you think of the medieval area. That feels like another world.
yeah. But
Even though it's
that
within
makes
our
me
world,
care
so it could
less
be.
about it. Like, not in like I'm looking forward to this, but because it's only going to be 11 fan service. But that's all it's going to be. That's all.
Not
it's going to
necessarily, but it
be.
probably
I think
yeah.
necessarily.
I'm on the wait and see part.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm at the wait and see.
I have lowered
phase
my
as well.
expectations dramatically.
Maybe slightly, yeah. I would say slightly. But...
Art's cool though.
Art is cool. I love 11.
Yeah.
So it'll be cool, good either way. But yeah. All right. The Arcadion.
My GPU, my
Yeah.
tower.
Here at the Arcadion, you'll find a grand spectacle unlike any other. The realm's greatest fighters pit fist against fist and magic against magic, putting their lives on the line as crowds howl and clamor, each clash more visceral than the last. Step into the arena if you dare, and either rise to become a champion or fall forever in... What is this word?
Ignominy.
Ignominy.
Ignominy these nuts. Sorry.
Okay, that's not the title.
Okay, you need to be
need
weaned off
therapy.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
a bit worrying in terms of the premise for the raid. Like, it's
A
cool.
tournament arc.
That's
I
kind
love
of
the
an
tournament arc,
interesting
but
take.
step into the arena.
Yeah.
One map for 12 fights.
I mean, that's not going to be the case.
No.
I know it's not, but
No.
how are they? Do we ascend the arc? Like, is it different
I
floors?
mean,
What are we doing here?
with the technology that appears to be in Solution 9, would you not be surprised? Would you be unsurprised if it was like a holodeck that took
Oh,
us
that's
to every
true. Yeah.
different location?
Yeah.
Yeah, it probably is.
I'm
I
glad
don't know.
that they're being honest and upfront. Like, this is a tournament arc. Unlike Omega, where it's like, yeah, Omega, and it's like a weird tournament arc with Omega.
I mean,
Yeah.
what tournament arc in anime ends up just being a tournament arc, though, Rollo? There's always something that has to come and interrupt it.
Yeah.
But I appreciate knowing like what to expect at the start, at the least.
Yeah.
I mean,
mean,
there's still the
this is-
mystery of the sigil, the ASEAN
Yeah,
type
that is
sigil.
this ASEAN.
It's an
thing was still
ASEAN
there.
tournament.
There's a lot
in
of
the-
questions still.
Yeah.
One of the biggest pieces of information this confirms is there are crowds in Solution 9,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
they seem to have a culture around tournaments. So that is it's
Yeah.
probably some of the most we've learnt about Solution 9 up until this point.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
New theory.
Yeah. And then there's the Ultimate Raid,
Yeah.
Futures Rewritten Ultimate, like a river,
Oh.
True.
like a river.
Yeah.
The future winds in boundless ways. A single ripple may alter the course of its flow, and as one ripple leads to another, myriad are the possibilities. So it is in this land, once blighted by the flood of light, where the resistance of many gave way to a morrow blessed by the night sky. If, similarly, the future wrought by two young women were but one of countless possibilities, what other forms could their morrow have taken? Fascinated by such visions, the minstrelling wanderer, I hate his name,
Oh, yeah.
weaves a
I forgot
ballad
that,
of
yeah.
futures rewritten.
Yay!
Yeah.
The minstrelling wanderer. He hasn't done anything since the Warrior of Light.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I always love a world first ultimate, even if it's fucking Lips McGee. It's fine.
You act like she's gonna be the only part of this entire series.
No, I'm excited. I like an ultimate.
Yeah.
I'm really
maybe
interested to
one
see
day
what
we'll
bosses
clear
they
one.
use.
Who knows?
Yeah,
Not
never. All right, new dungeons.
with Nikhil's attitude.
Across the vast continent of Tural, adventurers will face challenging new dungeons and unprecedented threats. With perils and pitfalls at every turn, it will take steadfast unity and careful coordination to emerge victorious.
God,
So we got...
can't wait to go to the Amazon rainforest and the Purple Mountain.
Mm-hmm.
The river raft from
Yeah.
Mario Party.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Spin your
Collaboration.
stick and get a hand blister.
Mm. Well, you can see the boss arena,
Right
the
in the
circle
palm.
down there.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So those
Looks
are
like
the...
that tree has a face. Does that? It's like the Deco tree almost.
This
see it?
tree?
Oh no, it's the dude raising his hands.
It's a
up.
little,
Yeah.
it's the little
It's the
imp.
little guy.
It,
Rollo.
it looks like it looked like a face on the tree for a
Oh.
moment. Oh, he's
Uh,
such a little creature up there with baby Mamul Zhao.
Mm-hmm.
This shit.
And then we have Cosmic Exploration, Adventures in Space. Your curiosity and creativity will fuel a journey that's truly out of this world.
Curiosity and creativity will fuel a journey singular. That's truly out of this world. This is the firmament, maybe.
No, this is the
Possibly.
Island Sanctuary, isn't it?
I thought this was Island
I
Sanctuary.
don't know. It's hard to know.
It's
They
the
never.
same. It's the same term they've used to describe both those things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it could be either. Which I mean,
But there are a lot
I
of
think
people
Island
here.
Sanctuary
Which,
is more like.
But look
I
at how
think
many
I prefer
people there
Island
are.
Sanctuary conceptually, but I think I prefer the firmament like zeitgeist kind of feeling.
And they
Like,
could
the
find a way
firmament's
to
good.
combine them.
yeah.
Yeah,
possible.
well, exactly. Yeah,
That's true.
maybe the journey will take you there, and then we'll have our own little
Oh,
planet
man.
we can decorate.
That's the same Rothgar from the thing. The Rothgar make condom on the right. That's the same one. Like literally the exact same.
What?
The what?
Of course, you would.
The Rothgar make condom
make
doesn't
that
look
con-
like
What's
that,
that?
does he?
Yeah, he does. He
Is
looked
he-
like he was like a dark furred one. He had like white hair. Oh, I don't.
Well, he doesn't
think
even
Rollo's
have
being
white hair, the
racist.
guy on the right. The Hrothgar.
He doesn't have hair.
He's a celebrity.
It is not Hrothgar May Condom. If he's a celebrity, you should have recognized him, Rollo. Even I don't. He doesn't look like Hrothgar May Condom.
I like the Loperate thinking about space. It's very Star Trek.
Yeah.
Like this.
Yeah.
Bubble.
Yeah. Okay. Right. And then we have new field operations. Even the most dauntless of sailors would sooner abandon ship than stare into Shade's Triangle. Be not fooled by the lush and fertile island you spy on the horizon. Men and vessels alike have been lost to its allure, never to be seen again. Yes.
Let's go.
The wisest choice.
Triangle.
Yes, the wisest choice is to dismiss it as mere illusion. But of course, there are inevitably those who cannot resist the call of adventure. So,
this is going to be good, I hope.
I'm hoping for a field operation that's not ugly.
Bermuda's beautiful this time of year, I'm sure.
This time of year.
And Yogi will be littered with the hulls of vessels shattered upon its grey shores.
The
The only weather affects rain.
They should put a random NPC in there called Amelia. I think it'd be funny.
Oh my god! And she's like
Surrounded
there's like
by
crabs, or like just circling her.
Come on, that's free. You guys can do that.
Yeah.
What we wanted to do is be really respectful, so we added an Amelia.
Oh my god, make it a fate. Save.
Yeah.
Oh my god, save her before she gets like.
And if you don't save her,
the crabs
she gets
eat
eaten by
her.
crabs.
Oh god. All right.
Listen, come on, you gotta
Just do it. Just do it. New limited job Beastmaster, capable of taming the wildest creatures and fiercest fiends. Beastmasters have unparalleled affinity with their charges. Work continues apace to bring this new limited job to the game.
Okay.
Not much to say there.
Less than anything else.
Please look forward to it.
Yeah. Also, of course, PvP updates, Unreal Trials, inconceivably further Hildebrand adventures, Variant dungeons, new deep dungeon, Gold Saucer updates, trials, and yes, Blue Mage updates as well. Also, good to know that the Gold Saucer updates can be enjoyed without purchasing Dawntrail. So,
thank God.
Yeah.
I'm groaning at the idea of another deep dungeon. It's just gonna be.
I love deep dungeon, but I also, I agree with you.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
You can't keep doing this.
I mean, the fact that they've mentioned it means that they're more than, because before they were only throwing out ideas, but they wouldn't put it there if they're not actually going to add
it's true.
one.
It is happening now.
Deep dungeon plus field operation plus lifestyle content.
A lot of side content. We haven't seen this much since like Stormblood.
This makes me excited.
Yeah, but as I've brought up before, they don't have to work on updating all of the old dungeons to be compatible with trusts anymore. That's resources that they now have access to again.
Thank God. Well,
okay.
Obviously, Beastmaster will be shit if they're still not sure about anything about it and can't reveal it. That's worrying. No, they only want to even say, "Don't worry, we're still working on it."
Blue Mage was late for.
Blue Mage was late, but I feel like we had a little bit more ideas about it.
It was the 0.5 patch, right?
Yeah.
0.55, I think, even.
I think so. Yeah.
I don't mind when it comes out.
They're just playing
even an inkling of its gameplay loop.
We had no inkling on Blue Mage either. I remember we were like, Blue Mage is not going to work. I remember we were like, how are they going to make it work? Yeah. Okay. Immerse yourself in the beauty of Eorzea and beyond with an all-new graphics update. The long-awaited female Hrothgar playable race is only one of many exciting additions and upgrades that will enrich your journey.
Hey.
We have her. Her.
Love women.
The Hrothgar people hail from Ilsebard, a Turali people with shared ancestry. The Sabral call Yaktel home. Females number relatively few among the population, but are readily identified by their lithe? How do I say this word? Lithe.
Yeah.
Muscular forms. Equally distinctive is their predisposition for leadership.
Or lithe.
Yeah, lithe or lithe.
Lithe. Pick your poison. All right. First graphical update. The game's first major graphical overhaul adds a host of visual improvements, including enhanced texture and shadow resolution, and improved material qualities for characters and environments. Experience the world of Eorzea and beyond like never before. Oh,
I'll try.
Is this the updated benchmark screenshot, maybe?
Probably not.
He looks flusher, so...
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I mean, his chocobo feathers are looking a little bit... not great.
Yeah, these are all from the benchmark, so... And then we system
Whoa.
update. We'll get to look closer at this stuff. System updates. This expansion adds a wealth of possibilities for character customization, including the ability to apply 2 different dyes to gear, and the option of equipping both headgear and face horse simultaneously. All right, so here we see normal. This is without dyes, and then normally you would dye it like this, and it would look like this. I mean, sure, but now, yeah, you can do this.
Oh my God!
It's a whole new game.
The future is now.
It sure is.
Let's monkey's paw it, where the way they've presented it in here is how it works in game. So you apply one, you just do dye once, it does the first channel, and then dye it a second time, it does the second time. You can't pick which channel you're dyeing.
Oh my! I could see that fucking happening.
Yeah.
Me too.
Absolutely.
The way they've
funny.
presented it there is a little worrying.
Yeah. Okay, additional updates. Increased level cap! New gear and crafting recipes and duty support updates. Okay.
What new gear and crafting recipes?
Yeah, it's crazy, Melo. They're adding things to the game.
my God.
Players can enjoy certain updates without purchasing Dawntrail, including new playable race, female Hrothgar, requires Shadowbringers. Interesting.
Oh.
New,
okay.
So that makes, I guess, just to unify
That's when they
Hrothgar.
were introduced.
Yeah.
Major graphical update and system updates. You know what? This is probably not because of the goodness of their heart, but because they can't split the genders between expansions.
Yeah, sure.
This is spaghetti.
Very possibly, yeah.
Okay, so there you go. That's that. Now on to media. There's some new media stuff.
It's everything
Yes,
that's been
only a
presented.
little bit.
Pretty much.
I
only
mean,
the
we
half
have
there.
we looked at the high quality pictures of
Yeah,
the
I don't
job
know
gear?
if we've looked at them.
Oh.
No, I don't think we have.
No.
So let's look through the job gear as well.
Yeah. All right. Well, we've seen Vipers a lot, but there it is.
Wow.
Yeah.
Got some leather thigh highs.
Yeah.
Hot
Mhm.
belts.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of belts.
They're not falling down, Rollo.
No,
You'll
Absolutely
lose
not.
circulation to your legs before they fall off.
Cut off his leg, no blood comes out at all.
This is Pictomancer. Again, we've sort of seen this a
Cute.
lot.
Very nice.
This is just a
Female
Hrothgar.
Wooga.
This is just a female Hrothgar.
Yeah.
Women.
That's
This
their
is the
gear.
two clans of female Hrothgar. That's
Yeah.
the Helions and then the Lost.
Yeah. Okay. And then
Oh,
it's just Paladin. It's just the Paladin gear.
Yeah.
no, don't you dare.
It is, Mela.
don't-
You are
the
so
eye-
blinded by
I
it.
love paladins.
I don't think it's meant to be, but I don't like how it looks like it has an eye at the
It
chin.
has got an eye.
Even-
it's the Inquisition watching. you.
Even the crown, it's the same as the artifact.
Oh,
gear.
it harkens back to a Ram Reborn's Creed.
It does,
gear.
but all
Oh,
of them do. Like all of no, the
Oh,
Creed gear. It
Paladins
no,
are amazing.
I do
it's the
think
Gallant gear.
Endwalkers
it's going back to.
Endwalkers was cooler.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, just lots of plate and the cape too, which was nice.
Oh, it's
It
so
looks like it has,
good
like,
looking.
waist.
Good old paladins.
I mean,
and
Paladin's
the
always
coolest.
solid. I mean, but it is literally always solid
Oh,
because it
yeah.
keeps
Let's see
because
what
I know
your
I'm
little
saying this
nuns
now
have it,
because you're
bitch.
about to go to say the same thing about mine,
I'm not going to say.
and I'm
about
just going
yours.
to point out that yours is literally they've done the same.
I'm
to
saying
yours
I
as
like
well.
this. Why are you getting up? You're the
Because
one saying it's the same.
it is this. I mean, it's in a
You're
good way.
just shadow boxing. No
Do you
one.
not
Yeah.
see it though?
I know.
It looks fine.
Mela's so
Of course I
offended.
see it. No,
Punching
of course I
past
see
each
it.
other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course I see it.
What is this?
Can we talk about the fact that they've redesigned the Gallant gear without getting fucking annoyed? It look, it has the belt with the things dangling down. It's got the
Oh,
Gallant crown. It has the pauldrons. Jesus wept. It's a cool
Alright,
what's nice?
redesign.
What are you rating this? Is this S? F?
Oh,
This
we
is
don't
probably
rate
Oh,
this
we
is probably
can't
one of the
rate
best versions.
That's a good no. Let's
that's
not
one we
rate
can
them,
do.
Rollo, because we can make it.
Yeah.
We can make.
We can make
separate
content out of this.
That's
video
free
about that.
content now.
Sorry, guys, I tried.
Yeah. I think this is one of the better versions of the Gallant gear that they've done. Like Paladin gear, I should say.
Paladin. Yeah,
Um,
I like it.
Warrior?
I think the handbook had the word cowboy.
Don't look at the armor.
is-
Look at the axe.
yeah, what the, hell,
fuck is
dude?
the axe?
What does the armor look like?
But again, the armor again is the original artifact gear, just a redesign.
But I think is that not what they're going for with quite a lot of it here?
all of them are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that though. It's a refresh kind of. I like
Yeah.
Well, the axe is fucking insane.
The axe is
looks
insane.
absurd.
That's just cool. I wish they hadn't done this poster because I
Yeah,
do
'cause
want
you
to see the
can't
armor
see.
better.
But
I
you're
agree.
a warrior. All you care about is the axe and the fell cleave. So they know their audience.
Yeah. Dark Knight. Looks
I
like
it.
Dark
I like
Knight.
when Dark Knights have skirts.
Looks
I'm
like a
fan of that.
PvP set from A Realm Reborn.
That's true. It kind of does.
I
The
don't like the
sword
mask
looks
too much,
weird.
though.
This angle makes it look weird.
Yeah.
Looks good though.
Gunbreaker.
Gunbreaker.
Yeah,
I like that.
very pirate.
It looks like
almost?
Squall, doesn't
Yeah.
it? Because it's got the Squall jacket.
That does not look like Squall.
It doesn't look
Yeah.
like Skull to me.
It has
Squall
the
has
little
like a
thing on it, the
fur
little lion
thing on
Yeah, but
his
it's
jacket.
Squallish. Look, they can't do it again. They've
Squall
already
didn't
it's
have
in the game.
chain. There's nothing about this that says
Oh my
Squall
God.
actually, Mela. I'm sorry.
There is.
Mm.
He didn't have an eye patch either.
That.
All right. Here's White Mage.
Oh,
Look at
looks. Oh my God! Why mage white and red again?
And here's Scholar, which is a.
What's this fucking chuny ass pose? Like, the fucking knowledge and darkness within me could compel
Yeah.
spells.
Which
I
I'm
appreciate
surrounded
those
by
thighs,
idiots.
those thigh gaps, because they won't be for men.
no.
Oh.
Astrologian.
Ooh, I
love
love that color. It looks like velvety almost.
That's
It
because
does
of
look
the new
velvet. It
texture.
looks
That's why
really
it's so
cool.
good.
Very
Yeah.
plush and soft.
This is a kind of. It's not as good as the Welkin game, but I guess it's hard.
No,
I
Welkin
think
is
that-
it's hard to beat. That shit
Yeah.
was
I think
amazing.
I agree,
Yeah.
but I think the velvet is them very much
Oh, it's
trying
sweet.
to try out new materials that they're able to do with the
Mm.
graphical update.
Yeah.
This is pajama Welkin.
I'm sorry, but I literally barely see any difference between this and the.
I
original
agree.
artifact.
There is-
Well, no, because the original one's more like a lab coat, and this is like a duster more so.
Uh-huh.
But it's
I
the
think
same,
one
of the
same
main-
color scheme, so it's kind of hard to tell.
The eye thing is actually over their eyes, which is before it was like a
Or like a
diadem.
circlet.
Mm.
Okay, I see. Yeah.
And then these little the new liths look like little blades, so almost
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
This has shoulder pads.
very
That
good
one
look
doesn't
here.
look too much like the first
No,
skin.
the yellow. Well, you can sort of
It
see
was
the
not-
yellow a little
There's
bit.
a little bit of the yellow, but it's
but
Yeah, it's gone
more
much more
faded,
in the
more
red.
mustard yellow.
Yeah. I really like Monk Gear normally. I mean,
Shame I
like this
can't
too,
play
but-
this job. Gives me an
Mm.
aneurysm. I love how it looks. It has so much good gear. Cannot
It's
fucking
so much
stand
good
playing
gear, yeah.
this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
That's Dragoon.
That is
Ah.
literally the original
That
Dragoon
is it
gear.
again.
No
Do you
tummy
think that the
window.
Evo will have the tummy window?
Hmm.
Isn't it's got a weird fake ponytail,
Ponytail,
unless
yeah.
it's actually its hair.
That might.
Oh,
Oh yeah. What the hell?
But it's kind
I
of
think
like the Knights rounds.
Yeah.
They had like the fake hair coming out of their helmets, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is a really cool revamp.
Ninja
Not like the
That
original.
looks
one.
no purple and black
kind of
though.
does. It
It
has
has the color scheme. It has
Colour
like
scheme.
The color
Same.
scheme is, but I don't know if it matches in terms of aesthetic.
No, more
Yeah.
armor on this one. But again,
Yeah.
maybe on some of them they're going more armored.
yeah.
There's
Mhm.
definitely like a harkening back to it.
I don't. I wish they had like a mask like the original AF gear, which is
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
Although it always looked like it. Wasn't the first one kind of like a sort of it, like was like latex on their face kind of? It was a bit weird.
It had like almost tights over
Yeah,
them.
Yeah.
you could like
The-
see your nose through it. So it was
The
really
Heavensward
odd.
one, my god, that shit was peak. This is the
Mm.
full
Yeah.
black with like blue highlights in the mask
Yeah,
too. So good.
Samurai.
nice. I guess.
Now this I can't tell a difference. I feel like this
No.
has been the
Oh,
same
really?
for the
Always
past two
the same.
expansions.
I mean,
Yeah.
it
Well,
does.
maybe
look,
compared to the past expansions, but it's still visually
Uh,
distinct from the first one because the first
Oh,
one
yeah.
didn't really have any of the armor.
I feel
the
like this
first
one
one
has
was
more going
pure.
on in it, yeah, than the original one.
it's
but it's
like
cool.
a leveling up.
Yeah. Reaper.
That's oh my god, even more booper than before, but it's basically the same again.
It does look
this
very
looks like it's from a
similar.
different game, like from Blade
Yeah.
and Soul or something.
Yeah.
And look
more
at all the
yellow.
exposed
Oh,
skin.
God.
Yoshi P was never going to showcase the Reaper like this.
Ah, coward! Show off your
Yeah.
thighs.
I love this. The scythe is cool.
The scythe looks cool.
Yeah.
It's
I don't
like
know about
the-
the helmet or the cap. That
No.
looks.
They never look good in this game.
No.
It looks
No.
dopey. I do like the fur on the shoulders though.
Yeah, I do
Oh,
like. Is it fur or is it feathers?
feathers, I think.
I do really like it.
It's like Raven
Might
from.
look like feathers, yeah, because there's a feather theme on the
Ah, okay.
scythe as well.
Hold your tongue, Rollo.
Oh god.
I'm
I mean, the
sorry.
gear looks cool.
It looks fucking stupid.
The gear
It
looks
looks
good.
fucking amazing.
If you ignore
looks
the
stupid.
ugly ass bow,
It's embarrassing.
the outfit is pretty cool.
The outfit's cool because it's
The
like
outfit's very
the
cool, I really
black
like
and
it.
red tries.
Yeah.
It looks like
It's a little
an
punk.
old glam rocker.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Which is
That's a good look.
Yeah.
like ZZ Top or something.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'm happy they tried something new here.
Yeah.
Especially with the bow. I think this is insane, but
It does look.
You know?
Yeah.
it's
I love the
different.
gear. I just don't like the weird the guitar facing the wrong way and you just use the bow, but it's weird.
It is weird.
If only it made a sound every time you use the bow.
Oh.
Like a poorly strung guitar. Like
Yeah.
If you do your perfect rotation, it plays a really good song. But if
Yeah.
you mess up, it teaches you.
Machinist.
This doesn't look very.
No, this looks
It's
pretty
definitely different.
I'm
machinisty,
so
but
torn on machinists. I feel like it's so far gone from its original
It
kind of
really
character
is.
to more like cowboy.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
turned cowboyish. But this
Which-
again doesn't even. Last expansion, Endwalker's one was more cowboyish. This is
This
kind of.
cowboy. It feels more
No.
steampunk to me because it's got the tie and the like white shirt underneath it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's almost like a lab coat. I don't know. It's weird.
But I do like the actual gun. I like the squared off barrel. It's a
oh yeah.
there's only
It's
a couple
rare.
that have that, and it's very distinct.
It would
Yeah.
look good with the Gorse barrel on it in front.
I think also this
Oh, it
one
does have spurs.
this one is leaning more
Oh, yeah,
to
it does,
cowboy
yeah.
because of the expansion. They're leaning into
Okay.
the
That's
Wild West
weird.
thing, I think.
Make them all cowboys then.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Yeah, true.
Cowboy.
Gunslinger.
Dancer. Yeah, I mean,
Goodness me. Oh yeah, this is really cool because it has the see-through.
yeah, it has
I
the.
know.
Yeah.
I saw people talking about this the other day. About they were thinking how there's been no like there'd been no foot gear that like gave you nail polish. This is one of the first
Oh.
ones I think that's in the game.
Oh yeah, because now we have feet and not just like blocks.
Mm.
So
Got real toes.
we have real
Toe
toes,
polish.
suckable toes.
Mm.
Uh,
Chakrams are okay. I wish there were more unique shapes. It's always
I agree.
Oh,
They
yeah.
don't do enough with those often enough.
every
But
once in a
I mean,
while, get some real
if
good
you
ones.
can dye the transparent,
Oh, like the gradient
could be
on
wild.
The, yeah,
Mm.
that would be cool.
the sleeve is. I like the
Oh yeah,
the
there's
sleeve.
on the sleeve as well. It's got like
Yeah.
Uneven.
Ah.
You know,
I really
I
like
like
that.
when they do uneven designs on the chest.
Yeah.
yeah,
Very
That's
rare
cool.
too for some reason.
yeah,
The head, if the headpiece is like those earrings as well, that's cool.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Very cool.
Okay, and then we have Black Mage.
We got a cat.
I really.
This one,
This
I will
is a
say,
really good Black Mage design.
It is a good
deviates
Black Mage.
from the original design a lot. I think this is the
That's
one.
why I
where
like
it
this.
really
It has a
is-
proper hat.
That's like a
It's not
witch's
the
hat.
black, white, and sorry, not black. The blue, white, yellow, and red aesthetic.
Right,
Mhm.
right.
It's not a VV, and it's
It
not.
doesn't have the
weird,
eye
like,
patch.
oh,
It doesn't.
yeah.
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 it's
I
like a
will
proper
say-
witch.
Why is it going for the full white mage pose though?
Yeah, you're holding it like a white mage. That's,
That's-
very
okay.
strange.
This
That's
is
the
how
thing.
we hold it when we turn.
You ever notice, like, sometimes in these promos, they give the jobs, like, it's been like this for every expansion, random poses from other jobs.
Yeah.
Like, I think that was at Stormblood or Endwalker, the samurai had the gunbreaker pose for some reason.
I think
It's
it shows it's a way of
very
showing off
weird.
the weapon.
they wanted to show the weapon because
Yeah.
Black
Yeah,
Mage
yeah.
hold it like at an angle and it's
Exactly,
like
yeah.
awkward.
Yeah.
So I guess that's why they did this.
We
It's
do
always
hold it
good.
out when we're like mid-turn,
How
but
did the white mage hold it? Oh no, he was just throwing a.
Yeah. he's
that's
doing
probably like
violence.
during a cast.
He's casting a.
Oh, I didn't even notice your weapon.
It's a big cabbage with a shit in it. We always get
Crystal
shit
inside.
weapons.
I
It's
kind
got
of
like,
like
an
it.
aetherite crystal in it.
Yeah,
That's cool.
because
though.
you're light magic now, aren't you? You're a light mage.
Is that what that is? I don't know. I can't
I don't know.
parse what the fuck is
I mean,
in
it's
there.
not obviously not an actual aetherite.
It's some sort of
shard,
vegetable.
but
I mean,
like,
I-
it
I
has
feel
the
like-
same aesthetic.
I feel like I skipped through this to be funny, and then I forgot to go back. But we didn't talk about
Yeah,
the red
yeah.
mage. but I'm happy
The
that
white
the
mage.
headpiece. Sorry, white mage. I'm happy that the headpiece is just like a hairpin. It looks
It's
like.
nice.
Yeah, it's subtle.
Yeah.
I
Not a-
don't hate
not a
this. I
habit.
think it's quite.
I like it.
It's
It's bulky.
it's not going. Doesn't have the issue of many other white mage AFs in the past of looking too feminine even on a main.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I also
The
I like
silver
how it's kind of
plays a lot better
thicker
with
road.
genders, I think.
Mhm.
Yeah. Also, the theme, I think, for all of these, except with a few exceptions like Dragoon and stuff, belts. We're all getting
That's
like
true.
additional belts for everything. Like there's even a belt on the white mage here. Like, but this is clear. I mean,
Gotta
this,
make up for lost belts.
I'm
yeah,
glad you've never strayed from the white and red.
yeah. I mean, that is our colors, I guess, for some reason. But this one is
Name's
more.
Final Fantasy 1.
This is one of the redesigns that I think is the
I like
best
this.
for red mage.
Mm.
Yeah, and no habit.
White mage.
White mage.
What am I keep saying? Red mage?
Because he's got red on him, I guess.
Oh, I guess yeah. Okay.
Summoner.
Oh, it's
I
a
like
giant
this.
chicken nugget.
Ah,
This fits really good for a summoner, I feel like. And they got the horn.
Yeah.
Think it. I
Oh,
think
I
they
hate
have the
the
horn in
horn,
every
but it looks
every
decent.
AF gear.
Okay.
I really like it because it keeps the aesthetic of summoner, but like it really matches the setting of where we're going as well.
Mhm.
Yeah, you
is
got
that
a little.
is that exposed skin? Is that a midriff?
Just-
Is
Yeah.
that what we're seeing there?
That's-
Okay.
It is a tummy window.
Yeah.
The warrior actually also had a exposed stomach as well, but it was less visible because of the pose.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
she's got the manual too.
And there-
It reminds me of the Zayla.
I like this.
This is the red mage.
It's kind of
the red's
piratey.
good.
The red.
Yeah,
is
it is a little. Well, yeah, it's like they've always had that Corsair vibe, and this one really plays into it. And it's a really deep red. It's nice.
Yeah, the
And I
weapon's
think
cool
the
too.
blade is a rose.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
the
I like the
focus is like
rose.
interesting. It's like the Sims.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
focus is
or
it's
plum
really
bobs.
unique.
Yeah,
I like it.
I feel like Red Mage always gets some cool shit for the AF gear, even though it's always kind of the same thing every time.
yeah.
For the most part,
Yeah.
but like they're really good
Red
at
Mage is
riffing
just-
on
But
it.
that's what we want for red mage for some reason. It
Mm.
is.
Yeah.
That's just
Yeah.
how it is.
Could you imagine if it was
I mean-
never red?
Right.
Like,
Exactly.
Annoying.
Like riots.
Imagine that.
Yeah. And the again, like the texture of the it
Looks nice,
Everything
yeah.
looks very good here. All right, now we're on to crafter and gatherers.
Awooga.
Carpenter.
Carpenter.
This is carpenter.
Spine.
It's fine. It's carpenter's gear.
All this good gear you'll never see.
Yeah, it's some
Well,
of the.
some
of it's
I agree
really
with,
good
with
this
Mela.
time.
This is some of the nicest gear that we
Yeah.
get, but
Yeah, it's
You never get to use
you
it.
never get to
It's
use
such
it.
a shame because it is some of the best, and like they put so much effort into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes
Some
you
of the
kind of feel
old,
like maybe
like,
they should put
Weaver
the effort
shit.
somewhere else where you
Yeah,
see
like-
it.
Yeah.
or just make this gear relevant or upgradable.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
It should be
I
like
don't know.
an AF crafters where you got to upgrade at each patch or something rather than just replacing it.
Mm,
It's
Yeah.
not even good to get at launch, right? It's like as a
No.
No.
thing,
No,
it's
exactly.
always shit compared to what you can
Yeah.
get or
Yeah.
craft.
Yep.
Blacksmith.
Blacks. Is it
Tits
blacksmith?
out for the blacksmiths.
Tits
Tits out for
Blacksmiths
everyone.
tend to be
Well,
more.
it'll be higher
skin
up for women,
exposed.
sadly.
And this is armor.
Yeah.
Armor smith.
It had keys. What did the keys go to for the blacksmith?
To your heart.
Yeah, to your heart, Yogi.
Oh,
Hmm. And then there's armor here.
what's he thinking?
He's thinking
Thinking
about.
He's thinking, damn,
He's-
did you... Have you seen the boobs on the next person?
Yeah, he's looking over at
Oh.
Oh, toothpaste
Goldsmith.
can.
Goldsmith.
He's thinking, that color? Really?
Yeah, that's a lot.
Fucking teal?
Little
Interesting
loud, my
hat.
dear.
Yeah.
Very loud.
Goodness me.
I like this.
But I like it too.
this
I like
colour
it too
though.
because it's so clear what they are. You know.
Yeah,
you know when
Goldsmith
looking at
often
this.
has a like really nice saying.
Yeah.
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 Somehow, like the crafting classes all have a really strong identity.
Exactly.
All of their like, I guess AF gear
Mm.
equivalent.
Yeah.
But again, never used.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
because what do? You craft the Omni Crafter gear because then it doesn't take up as much armor slots. It's better.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
you never see any of it.
And here's Alchemist.
Yes.
Nope.
Weaver?
Weaver.
Leather worker.
Oh, of course,
Leather
leather
That's
worker. Sorry,
what it
yeah.
Such strong character, such strong aesthetic, isn't it?
Well, this one isn't that strong.
It
looked like she
There's
had,
like she's got some leather on
islands.
her, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm not zoomed all the way. I can't see all the fucking tools they have on their belt. I just tell
I
you.
Yeah.
saw the thing on her side there, and I thought they were vials
Yeah.
in her whatever.
No one
that
cares
is.
about leather
Canning
working, to be
knives.
fair. It's a boring job.
Okay. Hatred for leather workers for no
Interesting.
reason. Okay.
Mhm.
That's Weaver. obviously.
Weaver.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
More, now we're back at it.
Now we're back. We're so back.
Nice high-waisted pants.
This
Yeah.
one is amazing.
Got some.
You'll never get to wear that really cool vest on anything
No.
Hmm.
but this class.
Yeah. What do they call
Which
it?
could
High
work
waters?
for
Oh, there
so
he is.
much.
That's the alchemist.
That's the alchemist. Because he's got his Alem.
It's
Yeah.
one of the least like overall white for an alchemist outfit. I actually like that it's more. It is more steampunky in general.
It looks weirdly angular.
Yeah, the silhouette is very
Oh
like,
yeah.
Yeah.
boxy. But
Yeah.
but I think
It's not bad. I'm not a huge fan of this one, but I'm a big fan of this one. I
Culinarian?
love Culinarian, yeah.
I love a fork and a knife imprinted on my frying pan.
Mm.
Reminds me of what I'm working towards.
I prefer that than like a bomb.
Yeah, that's true.
palm fucking plate.
Minor
Love it.
looks good.
Minor always
Minor
has a
gear
good
is always
aesthetic.
very good.
My
What's-
favorite is Botanist.
What is the frickin' like? Why is there like a leather cutout around the crotch
for quick
of a second
pissing?
layer?
for to piss, I guess, so you can
It,
piss.
think
when you're
it-
down in the mines, you got to piss.
Yeah.
I think it's supposed to be like they have like some carpenter's pants are like double layered
Yeah.
with cloths, like make it more durable. So when you're I guess running a lot in it,
Yeah.
won't wear down as quickly.
I guess so. It's like reinforced around. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I
They
like
should do it for knees, but I guess crotch too. I don't know.
Yeah.
This is the best
Oh,
one.
the
I love Botanist. Yeah, and
sunflower.
this time it's very good.
Yeah, this is cute. Wish it wasn't on Lalafell, but you know they have to put a Lalafell in some of the gear.
They've got to get some of them, yeah.
Yeah,
At least they didn't give it to Blacksmith.
true. It's very cute. And then we have Fisher, which looks
Fisher.
like this.
Looks like
Very
Fisher.
Very contemporary styling on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like it's
It's not my favorite Fisher. I think my favorite Fisher is still Heavenswood.
I wish it had more lures on the hat.
Oh yeah.
see it,
Right.
it has this thing I was talking about where like the knees and legs are like reinforced for
That looks like a
on your
pocket.
knees.
Like a big
Well, you
big
need to
knee
be
pocket.
able to wade in this.
Well,
I
that's
hope
true.
that the
yeah.
pants are like waterproof.
Mm.
It's not bad, but
Oh yeah, they probably are way. I don't know.
Well, no, the shoes are
Standard.
too short anyway.
Yeah, the shoes
so-
are too short.
I think what contributes to the monochromeness is the fact that they made this character's tail the same color as
Oh,
the
yeah.
outfit.
Yeah.
Well, that's nice styling.
Okay. I don't
Love
think
it.
there is one. No, not
I
here.
think that's it.
No, there's
that's it.
there's this. Oh, this is just shown as new.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
just Shalawani.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Texas.
Well, no, Georgi said it's Arizona.
Yeah.
No, I
he
said
said-
it reminds me more of Arizona.
It has
that doesn't mean it
cactus.
is.
Okay.
San Antonio. This is Dallas downtown.
Dallas downtown.
Dallas
Yeah.
downtown. Wow, not much happening in
Yeah.
Dallas.
You've never been to Texas. It just looks like that downtown.
Okay. Well, that's the website. That's all the updates so far. We're getting there. We're getting close. Less than a month away. So that's the end of the show. God, we've got.
Nice.
Oh, I pressed 6 on my keyboard. That didn't do a thing. There we go. Oh no. Episode 404. Woo! All right, that's it. That's the end of the episode. Everyone will be back next week, same time, same place. Remember to follow on Twitter at SpeakersXIV, twitch.tv/SpeakersOfHeidland. Yes?
Might be an XL episode because I think
The media
dam
tour.
will break.
The dam
The
will
media
break.
tour, yeah.
That's true.
Remember,
Remember to follow on Twitter at SpeakersXIV, twitch.tv/SpeakersXIV, youtube.com/SpeakersXIV, exclamation Discord and chat if you want to join our Discord server if you're watching on demand, links in the description. Remember to send us MogMail, speakersxiv.com/MogMail, and if you're watching live, we're about to enter the post show, so you don't want to miss that because we'll be returning to the fucking Titanic fan fiction, and we'll be reading questions from the Syndicate. So see you there. Bye.
What?
Bye.